Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this beautiful family that we are. And hitting that subscription button, you should know it's all free. And of course, the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. I want to thank you so much for your support, your loving comments. You guys are just a blessing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'd like to mention that I do have a private crochet group if you're interested to join. All you have to have is a profile. So you're more than welcome to join us and my beautiful queens on the group. And also have a Facebook crochet page that you can follow me, TikTok and Instagram. All of these links will be below the description box. There's a little arrow, like a V shape facing down this way like that. You could just click there, it opens up and all the links are there just below the video. A lot of you still don't know how to do that. I think I'll have to make a little video and show you because I get questioned a lot of times. My hook sizes, what kind of thread, when everything is listed below in the description box. I also would like to mention that I get requested a lot for written patterns. I don't write patterns. I go as my brain brings me there. As much as I don't write them, I don't read them either, unfortunately. So I use 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal brands, as I am in Europe. My threads, they go by number and not by name. So this lime green would be number 22. And I have this gorgeous gray, number 12. These are 100% cotton thread. 100 grams equivalent to 325 yards. They're $12 a ball, minimum order of 6 to cover at least shipping. I gain nothing from it. I also have shiny threads, which I just finished doing a project, but I still have a little bit left. I don't know if you can see, this is black and gray. They're 50 grams. These are nylon. Could that be it? I can't remember. But anyway, so they're the same price for whatever reason. It's much thinner than my regular thread. This 4-ply is similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton. Mine is a little bit thinner, so my patterns become automatically smaller. Okay, if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton, your patterns are bigger. 2.75 hook or 3.5, depending on the pattern I'm working on. And a pair of scissors, of course, and a small one to tuck in loose ends. Please give a thumbs up on the video, comment, share. Sharing is caring. Help out the channel to grow. And I send you much love and much hugs and many prayers for many of you that need. We all need in general. The world needs it in general. And I send you much hugs. Let's get started, everyone. Thank you. Okay, everyone. So I decided to create a centerpiece, exactly the same thing as a centerpiece I've done a few days ago and launched it. You guys did a lot of commenting, especially on the groups, which was the star with pineapples. Some of you that follow me already can see which one it is, which was this one with the pineapples, and I've done the flowers. I wanted to do something similar but different design. So I've created in brown, which is absolutely stunning. I love the color. And I'm going to do it different, obviously, but I'm going to add 3D flowers. Now, a lot of you know that I use this flower a lot because I absolutely love it. It's a 3D, it's gorgeous, but it's not as high, so it's just perfect to go into the pattern. And I absolutely love these mixed, what do you call it? Tiffany blue turquoise, blue, and this one's a multicolored mix, which I had quite a bit left over from different designs that I've created and turned it into a ball, you know, and you don't put it to waste. It's a big ball. It gives me enough for a lot of projects. So I've started to create a few granny squares already. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link the link of the other pattern, obviously, which is the same design, Centerpiece. It's just that the design will be different from here on. But you can, I will put the link below in the description box. You can go to that video and create the centerpiece until row 22. Once you finish creating the star, which I call it, until row 22, then you'd cut your thread. This is where we're going to add the flowers on. I will also link the link to the flowers with the granny square that I have the tutorial on. So I've done one row here with the lime green, and now I'm going to use the white for the attachment. Now, a lot of you also know that usually when I attach these into my pattern, I attach them as I go. I don't like to cut thread, tucks ins, and then come back to it again and redo another one. So I suggest you do all your flowers. This is probably going to take 21 flowers for sure. So you could always advance the video and see how many flowers I have, obviously. So I'm going to build a shell where I have my shell. So I'm just creating the same row again to do the attachment. 2 chain. So this one I'm only going to do not 2 chain. I'm going to do 1 chain here. I'm going to do, and I want to hide that thread also, only half of the shell, because only when we come around the pattern after adding all of the flowers in, then we're going to come around and redo the top. So I'm going to do 1 chain, coming in doing my 3 double crochet. So I'd start at the shell, just that I will complete it once we have all of them added to the pattern. Chain 2 again, not chain 2, sorry, chain 1. And do your 3 double crochet. There was no point of re-recording the centerpiece since there is already a video on it. So all you have to do is go to row 22 and then take it from there. I think I've done 2 chains here. I don't know why I'm doing 2 chains, but anyway, sometimes that's what happens. I talk and I lose my mind and I can't concentrate what I'm doing. Okay, so I did half shell on the shell, 1 chain. If your tension's too tight, do a 2 chain. And I did 2 groups of 3 double crochet. So now I'm going to start adding. So I did 3 double crochet. Now you want to do is put back to back. You can start pretty much anywhere you want. I'm just going to start here right after my last double crochet here on the start. So back to back with a single. I'm going to come back in and do my 3 double crochet to complete my shell. 1 chain. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. I'm going to do a single. Come back in, do your 3 double crochet, 1 chain, again 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. Come back into your granny square, complete your 2nd group of the 3 double crochets, 1 chain, again skip 1, 2, 3 on your 4th, single, and now we're going to complete on this corner here the shell, but of course we're going to add it onto the pattern. So 3 double crochet. So far this is what it looks like, and then we're going to count. I'm going to do 1 chain. We're going to count 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, single, come back, complete your shell. So 3 double crochet, 1 chain, and we're going to do the 2 groups of 3 double crochet, 1 chain into the next one. Now coming into this corner, we're going to do exactly what we did, only 3 double crochets. Okay, now I'm going to grab another granny, I'm going to do only 3 double crochets here, also at the corner of, oops, I'm on the wrong one, at the shell. No chain space between it. You go directly into the shell on the next granny, and then you'd go back to back. You don't do any chain. The single is already equivalent to 1 chain. Coming in, doing the 3 double crochet, coming into the back one, single, coming into the front, going to create my second group. Remember, this is the shell, so it's not the groups, okay? So my second group of 3 double crochet into the next one. Now I'm going to complete the shell at the corner. These are my corners of the granny. So I did my 3 double crochet. I'm going to do 1 chain, and I'm going to hook it into the same space or place or stitch, as you want to call it, where I have the first one that we did. I'm going to come back and complete my shell with 3 double crochet, one chain. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, single, come back in. So now it's always going to be like an L shape, your squares put on to the pattern. This is what you have to remember. Of course, the first one will have to be only one side, but then everything else is always like an L. Into the granny, into the pattern, into the granny, into the pattern. 1 chain, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, come back again, create your second group, 1 chain, 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, come back again, and we're going to complete the corner of the shell. 1 chain, skip 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. I'm going to come back, complete my shell here at the corner, and get this side ready, prepared for 1 chain, the next square attachment. So I'll show you once I am done here. So 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, all the way to the top. So basically, it's like having 3 groups of double crochet if you want to remember it that way. This is the corner. We're not completing the shell. We'll only do this when we have all the squares attached. And then again, you did the 3 double crochet shell. You'd come and grab another square. Right side with right side. Just go right into that corner and create 3 double crochet, and then back to back, no chain, going to that first 1 chain space we did, into the next one, create your 3 double crochet, back to back into the next space, and again 3 double crochet, back to back into the last one here. Now we're going into the shell of the corner, so we're doing 3 double crochet, 1 chain, and we're going to hook it on the same stitch as we did the other shell from the previous square. Continue to complete your shell, 1 chain, skip 1, 2, 3 on your 4th, come back in, complete your 3 double crochets, 1 chain, 1, 2, 3, and on your 4th stitch, complete your 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 1, 2, 3 on your 4th, come back in. Now we're at the corner shell, so we're going to complete this shell. Did 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 1, 2, 3 on your 4th, come back in, complete your shell, and then do the side to get it prepared for the next granny. 1 chain into the next space, create your 3, 1 chain space, and then 1 chain, and then here's the shell at the corner, which you only do the 3 double crochets because you're going directly into the next square. So basically all you have to do is rewind the video or slow it down. Bring it up more, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine. Like I said, you could always advance the video to see how many flowers I need, or you need, I should say. And we're going to take it from there. And only once we finish, then we're going to come and work the top section with the rest of the groups. Okay, so I think it's going to look stunning. And then we're going to take it from there again once we finish all of the squares. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of mine. If you need to rewind the video, go ahead, slow it down. Also turn your closed caption on. Read the stitches I'm calling out, pause, take notes. This will help you tremendously. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end once I'm done. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my last one, and I have to make an adjustment. So I believe I have 17 altogether with my last one. I'll check again once I add this one. So on my 16, let's say I do have the 17, which I believe I do. On my 16, I skipped only by 2 and went into the 3rd in order for my 4th one or my 17th one to fit in there. So I've closed in on the corner. I skipped 2, went into my 3rd, and okay, so this one here, I'm going to skip my normal one. So this is skip 2 into the third. I did my 1 chain. I'm going to skip my 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then again, I'm going to skip my 3, go into my 4th. Or here, the same thing, skip 3, go into your 4th. I think I had said it wrong. But anyway, I will go through it with you again just to make sure that you understood. So doing my group, 1 chain, skip 1, 2, 3 into the 4th. And then, of course, doing my normal shell and adding onto the very first square that we did. I don't want the stitch too loose either. My hands are stretched out, so it tends to stretch out a bit of the thread, and it keeps pulling it off the hook. Camera's in my face, so it's kind of hard to see. 1 chain. Now, 1, 2, 3, and to the 4th, which is where we have that first square we did. Okay. And then we're just going to connect them together now. We're not doing no 1 chain stitch. We're just coming directly as if we connected all of the other ones the same way. So we're just closing it up. Coming into the corner. Now we're going to completely ignore this one. We'll work on it when we make our turn around coming back. So we're completing the shell here. 2 chain and shell. We're going to be working on the top of the squares now. Okay, but let me just show you what I did here. So let me count first to make sure. So I do have 17 squares. Okay. On my 16th, I've skipped only 2, went into the 3rd on all of them. Okay. And on my 17th, of course, we hooked where the other one was. I've skipped 2, went into the 3rd. And for the rest of the other ones, I skipped the normal 3 and went into the 4th and got exactly into that stitch. Okay. So basically now we're just going to complete the granny square, 2 chain, and do your groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain. So very simple. Then I'm cutting my thread. Not sure yet if I'm coming back in with the brown. Here we're going to complete the rest of the shell with the 3 double crochet. I'm going to come in directly in between the 3 double crochet from the 2 squares with a single and complete the other shell. I don't want this too loose, so I'm going to tighten it up a little bit more. And now it's just a repeat of everything all the way around. Chain 2 and continue your groups. I will meet you at the end so we can continue on. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. We're going to complete, I did my 2 chains. We're going to complete the shell. So I'm going to do the 3 double crochets. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come in that first double crochet we did and into the center of the next one and close it all together, and then cut your thread. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to come back in with the brown, and I'm going to start on that single between the granny squares with 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet per stitch. Two inside of the chain space, and again 1 per stitch. So I've done my double crochets. First one on the single between the granny squares, 1 per stitch, 2 inside of the 2 chain space, again 1 per stitch, 2 inside, the 3, the 2, and the 3. So total of 19. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. And then we start again doing the double crochet per stitch. So I went in the single in between, and again 1 per double crochet, and then 2 inside of the chain stitch. We're going to continue to do this all the way around the same way. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished my last one, hooked in with the slip stitch. I'm going to go into the next one, with a single and 2 chains. So I have my first double crochet. I'm going to do a total of 17 double crochets, 1 per stitch. I've done my 17 double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain. I'm going to skip 1, 2 on my third one. I'm going to come back again and create 17 double crochets, 1 per stitch, and we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. So you do your 17 double crochets, then you skip 2 stitch, and on the third one you create your 17, 5 chain space in between them. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much did all my row. Of course, I got thread tangling everywhere. Now, remembering that I don't count stitches, I don't design this on paper, I create them as I go. So basically I'm doing almost the same thing as the other pattern, just that I have granny squares. So I'm closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going to skip the first 2 double crochet and the last 2 double crochet. We are not working on them. Okay, so I'm coming in the third one with a single and 2 chain. Now, for some of you might just do slip stitch and 3 chain. It's up to you. You have to do the way that you used to working, either with your 3 chains going up. I'm used to doing single 2 chain because it looks less visible on having that line. Okay, so 1 double crochet per stitch. You are to have 13 double crochets because we are skipping the first 2 and we are not working the last 2. So total of 13 double crochets. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to do 1 chain only. I'm going to come in my 5 chain and do my 10 double crochets. This is the foundation of the pineapple. So 10 double crochet. I've done my 10 double crochet, 1 chain, skipping that first second, coming in my third one, and continuing to do 13 double crochets, 1 per stitch. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. I am going to cut my thread after this, and I'm going to come in with that Tiffany aqua blue to continue my pineapples. Okay, but you can do whatever color you feel like, whatever you think is the right color for you. Okay, so we know we're not working the first 2 double crochet, and we're not working the last 2. So we don't work these 2, we don't work these 2. 1 chain into the 5 chain and create the 10 double crochets. So I'm going to continue mine, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I finished my row. I'm going to come in with my turquoise blue. So I'm going to start where I have the 10, anywhere where you have the 10 double crochets, and I'm going to do my single and my 2 chain, and again double crochet, so 1 per stitch. Okay everyone, so my 10 double crochets, 1 chain again, and I'm coming directly on the first one. We're going to do 6 double crochets. So I have 4, 5, and 6. 1 chain space, skip a space, and do the other 6 double crochets. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. So like I said, this is no different than the other pattern. The difference is we have the 3D flowers, the squares, the granny squares, and of course pineapples. 1 chain, and then continue again with your 10 double crochets. So it's just a repeat now of everything we did. I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to come in the center between the first and the second double crochet, a single, 2 chain, and 1 more chain for space, coming back in again. Double crochet, 1 chain space, double crochet, 1 chain space. So we're supposed to have 9 double crochets. Okay everyone, so I have my 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 1 chain. I'm coming directly in and doing my first double crochet, my second, my third, my 4th, and my 5th. So on this row we're going to have 5 double crochet on this side, 5 double crochet on the other side. 1 chain. I'm not doing the last one. I'm coming in that 1 chain space and doing 1 double crochet, 1 chain, skip the first one, and do your 5 double crochets again. So basically we're going to repeat everything we've done here. Okay, so before we had 6 on this row, now we'll have 5 on each side and 1 double crochet on the center with 1 chain space between them. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, want to make sure that you did understand what I was saying. So 1 chain, 1 double crochet where we have that 1 chain, 1 chain, skip the first one, come into the second and do the 5 double crochets. So you'll have 5 double crochets on one side and 5 double crochets on the other, like that. 1 chain, come in the center between the first and the second double crochet and do your 9 double crochets, 1 chain space between them. Make sure you do have your 9 or you'll be in trouble further up. Okay? Okay, everyone. So I finished my row. I'm going to come in on that first space between the first and the second double crochet with a single. We're going to start the pineapple loops, 3 chain, single, 3 chain, single, 3 chain. So we're going to continue to do that until the last one. So we have 7 3 chain loops. I'm going to do 2 chain, coming in that first double crochet. What double crochet? This time we're going to have 4 double crochets on each side. 1 chain, come on that first chain. So we're building these little box, little squares, 1 chain into the next one. So we started with 1 square, 2 square, now it's going to be 3 square. Oops, why do I keep doing 2 chain? Just a bad habit. Skip the first one. And we're doing the 4 double crochets. Two chain now for the pineapples. Come in that first space of 1 chain between the first and the second, and proceed the same way all the way around. So I'm going to continue mine and then I'll meet you at the end. So 7 3 chain loops, 2 chain at the beginning and at the end of the pineapples, 4 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 little squares, 4 double crochet, 2 chain, and the pineapples again. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. Just gonna close it up after I've done my 2 chain. I'm gonna come back in that first loop with a single and continue with the pineapple loops, the decrease, 3 chain, okay, all the way to the end here. Okay, so we have 6 loops now. We are decreasing. Now from here on is going to be repeatedly the same rows, okay? So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain this time. I'm going to come into my first double crochet and do 3 double crochets, 1 per stitch, and this side will be the same thing, 3 double crochet. Of course, we're not doing the last and we're not doing the first. We'll always have on both sides of the pineapple 3 double crochet until the end. 1 chain, skip that last one. We're going to increase on the little squares here, decreasing on the pineapple all the way until the end. So 1 chain. I don't know why my light looks funny dark. Let me try different lighting on here. No, I guess it gets worse. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Okay, I'm trying different lighting on here. See how this pans out. No, that's too. Okay, well, anyway, I'm trying my best. So skip the first one. Again, we're going to do those 3 double crochets. Now, there's no point of keep repeating the same thing. So the next row, you're just going to do double crochet over double crochet, always the 3 double crochets until the end. So we started with 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. I'm going to meet you at the last row to do the last one loop left, because everything else is the same. 2, 3 chain. From here on, it's going to be 3 chain now for the pineapple loops at the beginning, during the loops here, and at the end of the loops. So always a 3 chain now, all the way to the end. Okay, so nothing to it. It's just a repeat now, or else the video becomes very long and it's very hard to get it uploaded when it's too heavy. It takes too much memory on my mobile, and it is what it is. 1, 2, and 3. And I try avoiding not doing like 2, 3 videos, because then it's like you have to keep jumping from one video to the other to the other. So I try to avoid that, try to do as much as I can. Okay, so always 3 double crochet. We're going to decrease on the loops, 3 chain at the beginning, 3 chain all the way through, and increase on the little squares. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. At the end, when I say at the end, when I have one loop left on the pineapple, everything else is repeat. You could always advance the video and see what I was talking about in case you don't understand what I'm telling you. Okay? Okay, everyone. So, as you can see, we left off over here. So I said we'd be doing the 3 double crochets on top of the 3 double crochets. I've done my last one inside of the 1 chain loop left, which is 3 double crochets, single in the center. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little squares on this last row of going into the last loop. I'm going to do one more row of this, so we'll have 11 little squares on this row. I'm going to do my 3 double crochets and 2 chain, coming into the next one, just repeating everything all over again. The only difference is these 2 chain here, okay? And then I'm most definitely going to cut my thread after this and changing color. We're almost at the end of the pattern. So again, you're just repeating that 1 chain and building 11 little squares, okay? And your 3 double crochets here, 2 chain and 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and create your little squares. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my row with the 2 chain here at the pineapple. Now you can start pretty much anywhere. I'm just going to start where we have those 3 double crochets. I'm coming in with the white. I'm going to do my single and my 2 chain. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do double crochet over double crochet on those 3 double crochets. Inside of the 2 chain, I'm going to create 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch, and where we have the 1 chain, I'm doing 2 double crochet inside the little squares. Okay, this row is all about the double crochets, so very simple. Where we have the 3 double crochets, we're doing 1 per stitch, 2 inside of the 2 chain space where the pineapple is, and then 1 per stitch again, 2 inside of the little squares, and this is how we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. So where we have double crochets, we'll do double crochets. Where we have the squares, the little squares, that's 11 little squares we have, we'll do 2 inside of each one. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. There's nothing to it. And where we have the pineapple closing, we do 2 inside of each one. Okay, everyone. So finished my row, going into the next one. I'm going to come back in where I've closed with the slip stitch, single 2 chain. We're right on top of the 3 double crochets here. So I'm going to do 3 double crochets, 2 chain. I'm going to skip this first one and go into the second and continue to do double crochets. I'm going to do 7 double crochets. All the way around will be groups of 7. I've only started here with 3 because I wanted this to land more or less here in the center of the pineapple. When I come around, I'll complete the rest of the 7 here. That means 4 more. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. My neighbor's dogs are going crazy. Oh my goodness. 2 chains. Skip 1 into the next one. Continue to do your 7 double crochets, 1 per stitch. So I have 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 2 chain. Again, skip a space into the next one. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. Groups of 7 double crochet, 1 per stitch, 1 chain space, skip a space, and continue to do your 7 double crochets. And we'll complete the 4 when we come back at the beginning. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I'm coming to the end. Done my 7 group here. I'm going to do my 1 chain, skip 1, and I'm going to complete my 7 group that was left. Remember, we only did 3 at the beginning. So I have 3, and my last one, 4. So now we have the 7 group that we started off. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do my single and 2 chain. I'll complete it when we come around into the next one. Another double crochet. So we're going to have total now of 5. We're not going to do the first double crochet and we're going to skip the last. Just got to see if I have. Okay, 1 chain. Coming in the center, we're going to create a V, double crochet, 2 chain, come back in, another V, 1 chain, skip the first one, going to the second, double crochet. So we're going to have a total of 5, 1 per stitch. So these are groups of 5 double crochet now. We don't do the first, and we skip the last. 1 chain, and doing our V again, double crochet, 2 chain, come back in the same space, and double crochet. 1 chain, skip the first, go into the second. Create. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished my row. We still have 2 rows left, and then we're done. So we did 5 double crochets, skipping the first and the last 1 chain. I don't know why my light keeps flicking, but anyway. And doing the V inside of the 2 chain space and 2 chain, 1 chain, and the 5 groups. So I'm going to come back in again. We're not doing again the first nor the last. Try some other outlet. Maybe it's the outlet that's wrong. I don't know. Okay, let's try this again. Single 2 chain, that's my first double crochet, and 1 chain for space. I'm going to come on top of the double crochet on the V, 1 chain, coming inside of the V, double crochet 1 chain, and again. Okay, so I don't have 1 chain space, only on the next row. Okay, so coming inside of the V, double crochet, 2 chain, again, double crochet, and 1 on top of the V. 1 chain, skip the first. We're going to have 3 double crochet down groups. So I'll complete the first one when we come around to it. So I already have 1 here. I will need 2 more. 1 chain, double crochet over double crochet inside of the shell, double crochet, 2 chain, and again, double crochet inside of the V and 1 on top of the V. 1 chain, and continue to create your 3 double crochets. Okay, so I'll complete this one when I come around. I still have 2 more to create the group of 3. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, on to the last row, and I'm still going to finish it in white because I think we have enough coloring as it is here. I thought of doing it brown, but I'm not going to. So I've closed in on that first one we did with the slip stitch. I'm just going to pull my thread here to the center of this double crochet of the 3, okay? I'm going to start by here, just because I'm not going to do the walk to the front. So I went back here, so I'm even going to come back in again, and I'm going to do a single on that middle of the 3. I'm coming in the first double crochet, doing a double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming behind that double crochet and doing picot. I'm not closing it in as a normal picot. So into the next double crochet, 1, 2, 3, behind, and single. So my second picot coming in the center here of the 2 chain, double crochet, 3 chain, behind, picot. That's all there is to this. Again, into the next one, 1, 2, 3. So we should have 5 double crochets and 4 picots. Try to get my thread here. This is pretty big. If you use the Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton, it is bigger than mine for sure. So the measurements will be below in the description box. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, 4 picots. I'm going to come in the middle of that double crochet of the 3 group with single. And again, just into your first double crochet with double crochet, 1, 2, 3, in, and picot. I think it looks nicer. It's faster. 1, 2, and 3. Picot. 1 double crochet in the center. 1, 2, and 3. Picot. And again on top of the double crochet. So you know you have 5 double crochets and 4 picots. 1, 2, 3 chain, picot, and the last double crochet. Come directly in the center, single. If you feel that it's pulling too much, you can do 1 chain in between them, okay? This does it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Help the channel to grow. Also, give a thumbs up on the video. Many views come and see the product, but never hit that like button. Please do so. It's important. It helps to circulate the video quite a bit, or YouTube just doesn't circulate it because they found no interest of people wanting to watch or see my products. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Prayers for everyone that needs, including myself and my family that is in absolute need at this point. And thank you so much for being here. I will leave the measurements, all the information below in the description box, and I will see you in the next tutorial. And if you haven't registered, if you are a subscriber and you haven't registered for the Christmas giveaway, the link will be below in the description box. Make sure you make a comment so I can get your name on the comment for the draw. The draw will be the 10th of December. So good luck to every single one of you. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. God bless. Bye-bye.